Yo, what's up? It's your boy Glads the Fish, and today I'm going to be bringing you Soulless Month in Review, this time for the month of May 2025. Now, as usual, the first thing I want to do is talk about our recruits, then we'll get into the Soulless May comp, both for regular EHP and combined EHP, and then I want to talk about some records that were set this month, as well as briefly getting into the Soulless Summer comp that just concluded last week. But I'm not going to get into too much detail about that, considering that was a June comp, and this video covers the month of May. But I will briefly just kind of highlight what happened in the comp, very quickly, show you guys some of the players and some of the hours that were played, and then if you wanted to find out more information about what happened during the comp, you can go down in the description. There's a couple videos by Spooki. He was one of the captains during that comp, and he made a lot of great videos talking about what went on. So if you're curious, you want to gain some more EHP after watching this one, just go down there into the description and enjoy the videos. They're really well made. So thanks for that, Spooki. Yeah, and then I want to get into some, the usual achievements, screenshots that people post in our achievement channel in the Discord, discord.gg/Solace. You can find that in the description as well. So yeah, okay. Speaking of comps, the first thing I want to do is talk about a couple comps that we have coming up in the future, near future. The first one being the Exceed June badge comp. So Exceed is a 10 HP / level 3 skilling clan in old school RuneScape. Really great clan, led and managed by really great players and really great people. And thankfully, they are very interested in hosting comps for the community. This one is only open to 10 HP accounts. I do know that in the past, a lot of Soulless members have made 10 HP accounts, whether that be like free-to-play accounts or just regular level 3 accounts, to compete in these events, as that is the only way to compete in them. But I just thought, just in case, if anyone wanted to do that, you got a little bit more time. The deadline to sign up is on June 21st, and as shown on screen here, competition starts on the 26th and runs to the 29th. So it's going to be a 3-day competition plus a 6-hour. So it's going to be a 78-hour comp. And like I did mention, it is going to be badged. So yeah, I'll leave some contact information for this comp down in the description. You're going to want to talk to Hadj. He's the one that's organizing the whole thing, as well as some other people in Exceed. But it does say to message Hadj, so I'm going to leave his Discord information and maybe his Twitter in the description, as well as the Exceed Discord link, if that is not enough for you guys. So yeah, okay, very good. Hopefully you guys win a badge, and I'm going to be very excited to see how that competition pans out. I'm a big fan of Exceed. So yeah, thank you so much for hosting this, Hadj. I really do appreciate that, and I think everyone does appreciate that as well. Alright, the next comp, coming up, this one, Summer Fantasy, it's back. I mean, if anyone here remembers Fantasy from back in the day, Fantasy EHP, this is pretty much more of the same. It's going to be a multi-week, multi-month, week-by-week competition, culminating in a playoff-style elimination round at the end. I guess it'll be 2, so I guess the idea is that we'll play for around 6 weeks, and then there's going to be like a week off, and then the semifinals, and then a week off, and then the finals. And then that will ultimately decide a winner to win a badge. You can sign up as a manager or a player. The managers will not be playing. So yeah, I'm going to leave all that information down in the description as well. That is expected to run sometime in mid-July to September is what the time frame is supposed to be. Right now in the Discord, down in the description, there's information on it and everything, as well as just kind of letting you guys know that we're a little bit uncertain on the time frame of the comp, but we do just want to make sure we're gauging interest. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and sign up. Like I said, it does run for a while. You don't have to play the entire comp. It's kind of going to be designed so that there's enough players on each team to have a bench. So you could be swapped in. The captain will swap you in and out, depending on what your availability is for the week in question. So yeah, and that's going to have a badge, and that'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully the entire community really enjoys that. So, the information about those comps are going to be in the description. Competitions are really, really good for the community, and everyone seems to be enjoying them lately. So shout out to Ook, who's behind this one, and Hadj, who's behind the Exceed comp, as well as myself and the other Soulless admins and everybody else that pitches into the comps that we run from our own clan. And like I said, that can all be found in our Discord, discord.gg/Soulless. But yeah, check the description out. A lot of cool stuff this month. And yeah, so great. Now that that's out of the way, let's start talking about some of the recruits. And there's just one recruit. We had a couple recruits. Things didn't really pan out, but that's totally okay. Maybe in the future we'll get some of those people back. But welcome Bala to Solace. This guy's a fucking beast. I wanted this guy in Solace for a long time. And finally he pulled up. So thank you for joining, Bala. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. You're a beast. Just a big fan all around. And welcome to Solace. And we're happy to have you finish up the game rocking the blue S on the chest. So welcome, man. Okay, Soulless May comp. Let's talk about it. So congratulations to Surge on winning Soulless May for main EHP. Blown it out of the water with a 386. Nearly a 387. I'm not rounding that one up, Wasby. Because you passed me, so I don't want to do you any favors. And yeah, he's just doing some Slayer. If we take a look at the Slayer graph here, not too sure what happened here, but he probably went to a Kendrick Lamar concert here. He was squabbling up a couple days, but what can you do? It's a pretty fucking huge month. He's getting way over. I think he's getting like 4-1, just because he has the perfect ratios for it. But yeah, Slayer is coming to an end for Wasby, and I'm hoping that the post-Slayer burnout that affects so many people in this community does not reach him, because he's been on a tear lately. And while I am sick of talking about Wasby, I do think that it's pretty impressive what he's been able to do with the skill. And hopefully we're going to see him go for a week record and bring that over to Solace. Increase the scroll. So great job, Wasby, and hopefully we will see you up here in the coming month comps. Alright, now we have a fan favorite, Necro. I mean, just like whatever skill this guy does, he's going to do 300 plus a month, and in this case it's rune crafting. I mean, doing a 51 mil rune crafting month is pretty fucking insane. There was a lot of changes to rune crafting in this month. They changed the EHP to be lavas 1+1, so you're running and you pay someone else to run, so you're just paying one runner. It's just more realistic for the amount of money that you kind of accumulate in the game, and just sort of the meta for what rune crafting has become. But they added, with the Yama update, and we'll get into that with some of the achievements, they added a new RC method. It's a combination of soul runes and cosmic runes made at the cosmic altar, and it produces an aether rune, which is used for things like death charge and PVM and whatnot. But the XP per essence, both pure essence and day alt, is far more than any other method of RC in the game. So yeah, so for example, while ZMI was notorious for having really high XP per essence, while ZMI has 23 XP per essence using day alt, this has 20 using pure essence and 30 using day alt. So it's very efficient for use of day alt, the run is very AFK, and all that combined means you can run for yourself, and you can pay a runner on top of that. So that has been seen a little bit here, but for the most part, he's just getting 1-to-1, and he's doing a great job. But I do think that runecrafting has changed forever. I don't know if Jagex is going to do anything about the situation we have. I know people are getting like 450k an hour doing 0+6. And while that is very expensive, that is also quite a bit of XP. And if you do have the money and the means, even paying a couple runners is really great, because you do actually profit off of producing the runes quite a bit, 2 to 3 mil usually per account. So if you have a runner, you're making back probably about half of what it costs for that runner. So yeah, I think going forward, Aether Rune crafting is going to be the meta. This definitely has a mix of both. I think Yama came out about halfway through May. So there's definitely some experimentation. He probably only did it a little bit at the tail end of this month. So other than that, 1+1 lavas and Necro just going to finish this game. No problem. So great job, Necro. Let's get into Rez here. I guess he name changed from his other account. This used to be NFS, is what I think I'm seeing, and now it's back to Rez. And so he's just smashing out. The entire game is level 3. We talk about him all the time. Doing a lot of thieving, doing artifacts, it seems. Trying to see what he's multi-skilling. Looks like he's doing some fire making with that. And yeah. So he's multi-skilling with fire making, which is great. And then he's doing some agi, running roofs. It's a great thing to do. Great EHP, big account gains for this game mode. And then, you know, some 0 time probably, and probably paying some runners here and there. So great job, Rez. This is a really huge month, and you've just been kind of bringing them over and over again at this point. So, yeah, great job. Rank 3 for the month. We saw that he got over, but this is filtered to main EHP, so he misses out on a bit of things such as like the agi. All right, now we have another mainstay, Mr. Filmmaker. Once again, destroying all the walls in the game, no problem. We talk about this every single video. And every time it does amaze me a little bit. So some fishing, some mining, some agi, and some RC. A little lighter on the RC. But overall, I mean, he's getting multiple million in each one of these. And it culminates in a near 300 month for Filmmaker. And this is the kind of consistency that lets you finish the game, and it seems like he's really enjoying himself switching between these skills. There's a lot of EHP to get, so he's running out, so we'll see him finish this game pretty soon. Very excited, and great job, Filmmaker, for always showing up for these comps. I also want to talk about how fast these load times have gotten. Michael was actually really disrespected about the loading times. He messaged me and said, you know, he felt like I was being too hard on him, and but then ultimately, after I yelled at him a little bit more, he just immediately whipped up into shape and fixed everything. So now there's virtually 0 load time on Temple, thanks to Glad's the Fish. You guys can leave it down in the comments. In all seriousness, thank you, Michael. It wasn't actually a problem, in my opinion, but you saw that and took it upon yourself to fix it, and that's fucking sick. So, as always, shout out to Michael. That guy is so important to the community, and yeah, he's always doing shit that he doesn't have to make everybody's lives a little bit better. So here we have fucking Papi. Now, I talked to Michael about this guy too, and Michael's almost positive he's cheating as well. So all of his numbers are under scrutiny right now. I've heard many different people say that he's a cheater. And I might have to agree. Because, like I said last time, just 200 EHP of mining, and somehow he just has 300 EHP. It doesn't make any sense. I see maybe 50 here. and he's just spawning the rest. I don't know. Someone add this up once again. Yeah, but I mean, Papi showing up again on the main EHP filter because he's doing mining. Gotta respect that. 200 month of mining is pretty good, as well as him keeping up with his 0-time 5-tick fishing at his quote-unquote workplace, which, I mean, whatever. And then wood cutting as well. And this guy has been uploading a fucking ton of rambles as well. I might link a couple of those down in the description. They're like, each one of them is like 2 or 3 hours. It's pretty fucking insane. So if you want to do a 6-hour, you just have to watch like a week of Papi videos, which is like 2 videos. He just uploads like multiple times a week. But yeah, so I mean, this guy's pumping out numbers as usual. I still think he's cheating. But I mean, what can you do? Great job, Papi, showing up on the top 5 for the main filter. All right, here we have Ook on his account Cassidon, level 3 EHP, showing up on the main filter, doing some crafting, some RC, and some agi, as well as some wood cutting. So I do know he's paying some runners. Spent several bill for this, I'd imagine, and you know, running some roofs and chilling, doing some crafting. You guys can always see what he's up to on his stream. I think his Twitch is just Ooktism. Should be pretty easy to find. He's live pretty much every single day, for the most part, playing some good music and bringing the community together. So if you ever want to watch somebody skill while you skill, listen to some good tracks, you can check out Ook on Twitch. And yeah, he's definitely carrying the skilling side of it for everybody. So just another great month from Ook. I'm really happy to see this guy still playing and still super active in the community, hosting comps left and right. Just overall, really awesome to see. It's a great job, Ook. Now we have Mage with a funny little picture here. I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to be. It looks like just an unassuming smiley face, so we'll just move on from that. He must be like a happy guy or something. And yeah, just cheating. I mean, like a bunch of iron EHP, which is just like, this is all like 8-to-1, I think. So he's probably on like a 50 here, but it looks like he's on a 500. I don't know. These numbers, like Iron Man EHP just isn't real. But I mean, either way, the numbers don't lie. It's 11 mil RC, as well as 82 mil smithing. This is not a great skill to train on an Iron Man, from what I understand. So finishing that up is really great. And yeah, just padding out the stats with a bunch of other crap. Multi-skilling Zemi with crafting. Herblore, no fucking idea. He probably just looked at a couple potions and got 50 EHP. I don't know. But yeah, so in terms of Iron App, he's basically on a 500. If you scale it to main EHP, he's on a 250, which is still quite impressive. So, great job, Mage. Yeah, like I said, just really nice smiley face here. Honestly, he looks happy. He looks like he might be some kind of a painter. I don't know. Alright, here we have Shefu. 230 from Shefu. I know there's definitely some mining on this. Yeah. So we'll get into that, but I'm pretty sure he finished mining this month, so congratulations on doing that. That's pretty big. Straight into Slayer. Some agi. Yeah, I mean, he's back and he's on a tear. This is a really nice month. A lot of really, like, you know, big skills to be shoving out of the way. I do kind of want to just check his stats here. Yeah, I mean, so he's pretty much done with Gatherers at this point. He is done with Gatherers at this point. Okay. Yeah, working on Slayer, some agi. Yeah, wow. His ratio is insane. 8.4k EHP, and he's got not even close to 3 bill there, so. This guy likes the good skills. I'm not going to lie. This guy's extremely Soulless coded. So, that's really awesome, Shefu. I don't know why, I just should give you more time here. But yeah. all the stuff that comes with Slayer. Just a ton of XP, ton of EHP. This is just a really nice month, man. Congrats. All right, we're gonna get into Crab. Crab dropping like a 230 ep month. Very consistent player. Doing some thieving. I don't know for sure how much he did at Vires, but he definitely did some at Vires. Based on the screenshots and achievements we're going to have coming up. I love Vires. I love that method. I thought it was super fun. It was like 280k per hour, and I was making like 4 mil an hour or something when I was doing it. And some days you would just have like 60 mil GP days at the price of blood shards. You know, not the most efficient thing because you could just be completely zero timing it, but at what point is there too much to zero time in this game? I don't know. Live a little bit. I think it's great for the account. Kind of injects money, helps you navigate the some of the buyables and stuff like that. So definitely not a bad thing to do. And yeah, I hope you had fun. Great job, man. Other than that, some mining. Not too sure if that's calcified rocks. I would imagine something like that. If that's the case, and that's some really efficient zero time, almost you know, knocking down 3.5 mil mining casually in a month is pretty sweet. As well as some agi. Again, not too sure on what he's doing for that, but either way, it all adds up to around a 230. So great job, Crab, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. All right, we have another iron. Just kind of somehow sneaking his way into main EHP. I don't know. Domain's not play the game anymore. I'm doing RC. I'm getting like fucking 0.4, so I'm not going to be on here, but somebody's got to be on here. Shout out to Necro. And Wasby, I guess. Yeah, Static Void. Beast. He's on a 450 iron EHP month, similar to Mage. Just a ton of RC. The 24 mil RC month here. Very productive. Just throwing the day all down. Also crafting on the way there, as you would do. And then on top of that, some zero-time woodcutting and some other activities. Some hunter. Wonder what he's doing for that. I guess some rumors or something. Not too sure. But, yeah. It's a really good Iron Man EHP month. That's for damn sure. Nearly 500 for that. And then, like I said, sneaking onto the main EHP top 10 filter. So he's doing something right there. And that's mostly with RC. So he's getting way under on the main filter, and he's still showing up. So great job, Static. Always a pleasure to have you. Right underneath, we have Fong. Holy shit. This guy's fucking gaming. Okay. He is sitting at VM. 22 fucking mil mining month from Fong. Okay, Fong. A little smithing on top. The smithing leads me to believe this is all done at Granite. So I'm just going to go with that, Fong. This ratio is definitely right for Granite. Yeah, definitely. But, yeah. I mean, this guy. You know, this guy is 65 years old, and he's doing over 200 months. That's fucking insane. Like, this guy's kids are old enough to join Solace legally. You know? Got to be 18 plus. Sorry, guys. But, I mean, just look at him. Insane clown posse. This is crazy. Holy fuck, Fong. My eyes actually just popped out of my fucking head seeing Fong show up on there. That's nuts. Great job, Fong. You're fucking killing it. And, like, dude, VM, if you guys ever want to finish mining, do some fucking VM, message Fong, reach out to him, and, you know, hopefully he can get you in a VM game. We're going to go down the list a little bit further. Here we have Cutie Barra. Pretty fucking big month, 200 EHP. Doing some smithing and some mining once again, as well as some wood cutting. So really great skills to get out of the way there. And I hope you're enjoying mining, because that's 100 hours there. Definitely big progress. And then definitely focusing a little bit more on smithing as well. So yeah, overall, really efficient stuff going on here. I feel like if you're in the mood to do some mining, just do it. because that's like definitely one of the skills that gives a lot of people problems, unless you're Fong and you just fucking plow through it, no big deal, right? So yeah, this is really, really good account progress, and yeah, one of our newer members, and definitely just killing it. So you got to respect that. Great job, Cutie Barra. Okay. Got to talk about Tortu. This guy's a fucking beast. Yama came out during this month, so he's got some PVM in there for sure. I don't remember if his like IRL circumstances changed or what during this month, but yeah, this is still very impressive from Tortu. Bunch of hunter, bunch of agi, fishing, woodcutting, crafting, and yeah, I mean, this guy's just gonna finish this game way faster than the normal pace, I would say. If he keeps this up, I mean, like, this guy's like so criminally good at the methods he does. Every time I see this guy enter a comp, like, he's just gonna get over the entire time. And it's to the point where when you're scaling somebody for things, you almost want to scale what this guy's doing, but then you just don't see the results from other people that he gets, so you just don't scale him. So I don't know. This guy's just really fucking good, and once again, getting highlighted here in the monthly review. And yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. This guy's like one badge away from fucking overloading the website. So he's decorated. Great job, Tortu. Take a look at Helpless Bob. Why not? I know we'll probably talk about him combined EHP, but we'll just talk about him now. Shout out to Bob. He's just doing a ton of fishing. I fucking love fishing. You guys know I love fishing. Bob knows I love fishing. The reason he's fishing is because I like fishing, actually. I think. That's what I like to think. I'm pretty sure. So yeah. He's doing Erie fishing. So he's 0 time cooking the fish that he catches in free-to-play. Salmon and trout. And yeah, I mean, that just adds up to a ton of total XP. It just removes cooking as a skill for the most part. And then fire making. I don't know what he does for fire making or what. I'd imagine it's just from lighting the fires for Erie fishing, but that's a lot of XP, so maybe the bonfire release he's been enjoying. I don't even remember when that came out. But yeah. And then the 33K from lamps and books. Just 6 EHP basically for that on the free-to-play filter. Yeah, I mean, this is huge. A 260 month of free-to-play, and he's sneaking into like the top 15 for main EHP, fishing fucking trout and salmon. So great job, Bob. And then we'll go into LeBong James. This guy's super consistent. Really great player. What has he been up to here? Doing a lot of different things here. Mostly focusing thieving. Is he doing any multi-skill with that? Doesn't look like it. I don't know what he's doing for this, but it could just be Gem Knights or he's doing artifacts. Not too sure. And then some rune crafting. Again, not 100% sure on what he's doing for that. Could be... Oh, actually, you know what? I have seen him mining Dayalt, I think. So probably some ZMI or some Aether. Yeah. Good stuff. And then, yeah, a little 20 mil con, basically. Some herb lore. Oh, that must be what he's doing with thieving. Yeah, I didn't see it because it was 0 ep. Yeah, he's multi-skilling thieving with this, if I were to guess. So, yeah, he's pumping it out. A lot of XP. Almost a 200 month. Very consistent from LeBong. And that is how you finish the game, ladies and gentlemen. So, keep it up. I'll be here forever, so I'm just going to... Sorry, Bales and company. But, I mean, pretty consistent here. I could have picked anybody from this range and gone over them. Except for myself. That's really fucking embarrassing. But yeah, great job. And then we're going to move on to combined EHP. I mean, since all the irons kind of snuck on to the main filter. I don't know if this is going to be much different, but yep. So we already talked about Mage. Just really quickly, because he did win the combined EHP. I'm gonna show it off real quick. He did a 6,000 month of day alt, so this is totally legit, very much so. And this is why combined EHP is the best filter, and this is why Hexus uses it. Look at this. We talked about static, basically the same as Mage. He's matching Mage. Love to see that, but definitely more heavy-handed on RC. And then we have Wasby with his Slayer. We have Rez, Freck. Let's get into that. That's a new one. So we have Freck doing a fucking ton of combats. So some range and some strength. He's doing some shit in Castle Wars or something on PvP Worlds. I'm not actually sure exactly what he does, but yeah. And then some mining. He's eating cakes, smacking some rocks, and like some fishing. So I mean, this is big. This is a big improvement from the last months. Love to see a little bit of fishing. I think he has expressed his distaste for fishing due to a lack of like a good 3-tick item. He wouldn't be the first person to do that. I know a lot of people don't really like snow, so that's probably why he's more keen to do something like mining. Although, yeah, I don't really know. The mining method seems kind of fun, like you're eating the food and stuff like that. You do have to compete with bots. Wouldn't be very fun, I don't think. But although maybe it's not too bad. I doubt it's not. I doubt it's got to be bad. He definitely... There's probably a reason he only has like 60 EP on this month for mining. So, yeah, just a massive Freck month here. Like 330 is huge. Making massive progress. And finishing up some skills as well. Or a skill, so we'll get into that later. Great job, Freck. And congrats on getting a rod out there. Alright, here we have Andra, UIM Beast. Closing in on 12k EHP pretty soon here. Wow. Just doing a bunch of herb lore. So he's dumping it. Wow, very snappy response from these high scores, Michael. Let's fucking go. Michael Dub. Yeah, so he's almost halfway done with herb, and this is just like a never-ending skill in the UAM. As you can see, this is like fucking 5k hours or something. I don't even know what that'll be when it's over, but he's smashing it, as well as some other stuff, some Slayer and some prayer. I mean, that probably goes hand in hand with Slayer there, and then crafting and all sorts of fun UIM stuff. A little bit of con. So, great job, Andra. And let's keep climbing those ranks. Great job. Necro we already talked about. Now let's get into Halcyon Seed. She's coming in with a over 300 here, so 315. Very impressive. Definitely just a way more fishing than Freck. So maybe Freck, I mean, it's just hard because I want to give Freck a bunch of credit for fishing, but then you see Halcyon and you see Bob. It really makes you think. It's just too bad. It's just a shame, but, you know. And then definitely doing some Castle Wars stuff here, as well as probably like some flesh crawlers here and there. Pretty efficient 0 time. And then some smithing as well. We have a couple milestones from her to show you guys when we get to that point in the video. But yeah, just another great free-to-play player that we have in Solace, and yeah, I think like in the last like couple of years, the free-to-play community has really like hosted a lot of really big, you know, high-hour players, and definitely just like make up a bulk of like the competitive scene, the skilling comps. So yeah, I don't know what they put in the water in Barbarian Village, but free-to-play is cracked. So great job, Halcyon. Faye Papi, ooh, Filmmaker, Helpless Bob, Cavo. Here we go. We're gonna talk about Cavo a little bit later for sure. But yeah, just doing a ton of range. That's kind of the theme for this month for Cavo. Setting some records that we'll go over briefly. And yeah, just finishing olive range this month. Throwing chins at Chambers of Xeric. And yeah, it's like a method that, I don't know, you need like eight or nine alts or some shit, and you're like transferring, I don't even know. You can check out the video on Temple. If you go to like the records that I'm going to show you guys in a bit, there's going to be like a video for the 6 hour showing all the alts, or actually I don't know if it's all the alts, but I do know that it'll show you a little bit about what's going on. So yeah, a bunch of records set. He hunted before this, collected all the chins, and then threw them. Just like 300 fucking mil XP month. Really big. And then you can actually see evidence of some of that hunter here at the bottom. And then some 0-time fishing, I would imagine. Which is very good. If he has mining, probably a little bit of day alt. Definitely adds up. But yeah, mostly he was focused on this record, so... or these records, as we'll soon see. So great job, Cavo. Always showing up in these videos. And love to see that. Right. Get into Mautism. Another UIM. I know he was doing some fire making. Yep, there it is. Some fire making and some hunter. And then some other stuff scattered in there, such as wood cutting. So yeah, definitely some like big fire making gains coming out here. Some big XP gains for the UIM as well, closing in on like 100 mil XP for the month, and yeah, 230. Very consistent out of Mautism as he climbs the ranks. I mean, like when you have like less than 5k EHP and you're doing like 250 months, that's like just that'll grow your account so fast. Yeah, just really big progress. And super happy to see that. Shout out to all Solace's UIMs. We have a lot of fucking insane UIMs. Yeah, just crazy stuff. Okay. What do we got? We talked about everybody. Let's talk about Unreal. A nice little 200 month from Unreal. This guy joined Solace only a couple months ago, and he's quickly becoming an incredibly strong player. It's just super awesome to see the character development. We had him when he was going for max, and then he maxed, got Rex, and now he's already gotten recruit, and then the rank above that, and then next month he'll probably be on his 3rd rank. So, I mean, this guy's a freak. He's putting in a lot of hours, and he's just enjoying the game. It's a little bit scary when you have your like mindset on maxing and you finish it. It's kind of always hard to know how much harder you're going to be able to go after that. I know it's sort of like a mental barrier, but obviously he doesn't care about that at all. He's just putting in a ton of hours, and yeah, so some agility, some mining, and some everything. So yeah, maybe a little bit of PVM in here too. Not too sure, but I do know that Unreal's a beast, and we're super happy to have him. And this, I think we're going to hear a lot about him in the future. So, great job, Unreal. Oh my God, how long is this video so far? 40 minutes, not bad. Okay. Going down the list, we went over everybody so far. We'll just go into Fincher. What's up, Fincher? Fincher's a fucking beast. Very consistent player. Doing some agi, doing some herb lore, and doing some fishing. Yeah, he's really good at SEP, and yeah, I'm not too sure how much he likes it, but I'm pretty sure he does enjoy it because I always see him at SEP, and yeah, this guy's great. He makes some of the best videos, best informative videos in the community, by far, if not the best. If you ever need to find some niche method or just any kind of method, you can just go on YouTube and type in the method, and then add Fincher to the back of the search, and it'll bring up a video by this guy. Very, very helpful, and a very great player. And so, we're gonna be keeping an eye on him as he works towards 200 mil all on the Ironman. He's about to be passing the threshold where mains would finish the game, so very impressive stuff, Fincher. And yeah, as always, really happy to have you in Solace. Great job. Okay. Let's just quickly go over Cavo's records here. There's some spoilers in this clan page here, but so Cavo set the HP day, the range 72, the HP 72, range 6, HP 6, range week, and HP week. So I am going to just go into this really quickly just to show you some of the records here. So this is his day. Just huge. Just a lot. It's a lot of XP. I mean, I don't know. Just like 50 mil in one day is like kind of crazy. And as you can see, the HP there as well. And then the 6 hour, go into that. And again, like 13 mil range in 6 hours. Pretty fucking huge. And then the week. So basically finishing the entire skill in a week here. Definitely some big gaming. A lot of chins were thrown. A lot of XP was gained. And yeah, records were set. Great job, Cavo. I do want to actually go to the records so you can see the gap between these records here. So for the day, for example, yeah, it's just like 10 mil more than Shawarma's day. This one is like 10 mil more than Levine's week. Get shit on Levine. The 6 hour, big gap here. I don't know. I don't even recognize this player, but big gap here. 72 records just aren't real. Big gap here as well. And then yeah, just all over the place. Great job, Cavo. It's fucking sick. More for the scroll, please. Love to see that. So, I mean, the scroll is just like going crazy. If you're paying attention, there's definitely some spoilers here for the next video that are absolutely mind-blowing, but I mean, pretty soon, like, I mean, I don't know, like, when I'm editing this group, I gotta go all the way down to the bottom, and it, like, hurts my wrist. Like, I don't know. This is getting a little crazy. I think Michael's gonna have to, like, extend the recent activity or something to match with this. I don't know. Kind of crazy. This is the Soulless Summer 2025. I'm not going to get too far into it. The Fish won by a lot. That was the team that I drafted. I couldn't be happier with my draft. Got away with one for sure. Don't think you'll see any of these players on the same team in the future, just because of how well they performed. We all got the badge. And I'll just quickly go down the line here. If you see yourself, you can scream, "Ah!" in the comments if you see yourself. But yeah, this is a lot to talk about. There's a lot of players I want to talk about, but for now, I gotta get this video done before I pass away. So yeah, thanks to everyone who competed in this. It's always fun to host a comp, and it's, you know, great to know that everybody had fun, and great to know that everyone made a lot of progress towards their account. And if you're the Fish, then you get a nice badge. So congratulations to the Fish, everybody there. Really proud of you all. So yeah, and we'll go over that later, next month, next video, I promise. Like I said, if you want a more in-depth thing early, you don't want to wait for that, down in the description there's a bunch of Spooki videos you can check out. It goes over different points of the comp. So yeah. Okay. What do we got now? Some achievements. Here we have Vior with 100 mil total XP on his level 3 skiller. Fucking beast. Great job, Vior. Alright, and here we have Ryuk getting 100 mil Herblore. Pretty big. Halfway there. Doing some brews. Just absolutely raw dogging it though. No brew pouch. but he does have the goggles on, it seems. So that's good. A little money save. Great job, man. And then we have Ryuk, but he's on his Iron Man Zetsu with a bunch of the new Yama stuff. So he's getting like a bunch of Oath plates, and he's getting the... I can't even see. The something horn. It's like this fucking AoE buff spec thing, I think. So yeah, finishing up Yama. I'd imagine he was able to craft the other piece of Oath armor. Don't quote me on that, but that's kind of a theme that I've noticed. So great job. Gains on the main and gains on the iron. Love that. Alright, here we have barcoding, showing off his stats after hitting 4K EHP. So yeah, huge. Just a ton of EHP, and he's catching up in EHP, so that'll be a pretty nice stack, especially with all those collection logs. Really well-rounded player. I'm really happy with all of the PVMer and collection log players that are also interested in skilling. I think that's really cool. So great job, man. Alright, here we have Rockford hitting 5K EHP. What a fucking beast. I love this guy. Me and him go way back. It's crazy to see him in Solace. I'm super happy he's in. And yeah, I love to see all the progress from Rockford. So, great job, man. Alright, here we have Rez. I actually need to like full screen OBS here. 200 mil thieving, 200 mil fire making, and then hitting 3K EHP, and showing off a 6-hour record. 6-hour EHP record. I think that was using RC runners. I could be wrong. Very nice, man. So yeah, this is Rez. We talked about it earlier. NFS. I don't know. He swapped his name back to Rez or something. But yeah, he's just gonna be in every video, many times. This guy's a beast. All right. Here we have Quale on his account is Stufu, hitting 5K EHP, and getting 200 mil wood cutting. So, yeah, I don't know like how much tick manipulation he did for wood cutting. Most people hit the red tree. I'd imagine he hit the red tree too, but you got to get the screenshot at Teaks or something. So, love to see that. And I hope that you're finding another fun thing to zero time. GZ, man. Now we have Pooley, 150 mil mining. This is my fucking goat. Gather machine. He likes the better skills in the game. He's very, he has great taste. And, man, it looks like mining is eventually going to be coming to an end for him. He's been working on this skill for a long time. Some may say he's doing it slow. I would say he's savoring it. So I got a lot of respect for that Pooley. And, yeah, let's keep it going. You'll finish all gatherers here pretty soon, I'm sure of it. Good job, Beast. Alright, here we have PVM items showing off his Yama collection log. Just fucking green logging that thing at 500 KC. That's really impressive. And then in the other image here, he's getting the pet at 305. I don't know too much about Yama. I know like a couple of the items. I know that it has like double death charge. And I know that it drops the Aether Catalysts, which I have used to make quite a bit of money in the last month off of. So shout out to Yama for dropping those things. Shout out to Jagex for having no fucking idea how to balance GP per hour in terms of skilling on release. We take that, we pocket it, and we keep pushing. So, yeah, people like the boss. I think it's supposed to be pretty fun content. I think the drop table was kind of criticized a little bit, but I think the content, people seem to be enjoying it. So, yeah, great job. And the armor's really fucking good, so you'll see all the Iron Man, like, fiending after it, because it's a pretty short grind from what I remember seeing. And the armor's just, like, really fucking good everywhere, so really big upgrade. Alright, and then here we have him switching over, actually wearing the armor. That's fucking beast. and grabbing 3K EHP and 50 mil crafting. So great job, PVM items. All right, here we have Ook with the RC changes. Although I guess this doesn't have much to do with that. But yeah, so he has the 6 hour for RC. It's a pretty fat 6 hour, as well as the rank 1 level 3 EHP day. 31.45 day. Very impressive. This guy's also smashing the game mode. Him and Rez are just tearing it up. Then here's him grabbing 99 RC, paying a bunch of runners at the lava altar, spending billions of GP, and looking good doing it. I see that emote. His fit goes fucking hard too. It's like one of the big reasons you play level 3s. You just like fucking get to throw fits the whole time. Great job, Ook. Love to see that you're still playing and doing a damn good job at it. Alright, here we have Nancy. Feels like just yesterday Nancy was asking how to use the brew pouch. And here we are. Exceeding and excelling. 50 mil herb. So I'm sure next month we're going to see 100 mil herb. Just big for the account. So Nancy finishes crafting. Doesn't even leave the bank. Just fucking switches over to potions instead. Just smashing it out. Love to see it. Great job. Alright. And here we have Mautism. We were talking about him just a minute ago. So we have 150 mil fire making on the left, 200 mil fire making on the right, and then showing off his 72-hour record for Ultimate Iron Man and fire making, and his Ultimate Iron Man fire making week record. Obliterating Hermit. Obliterating Hermit. I wish I had that picture of that meme or whatever where it's like Toy Story and I don't even know. You guys know what if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But this guy he took Buzz by the fucking wings and flew way past Hermit. Not even close. He flew all the way back to fucking Andy's house. It didn't even matter. Great job, man. Alright, here we have Muujin showing off, grabbing an imbued heart in the wilderness. That was like one of my favorite things to fucking do when I was doing Slayer. That was like really fun. I loved the idea of like putting it in my looting bag. And if I died, then I lost the heart. You know, that's just the nature of the wilderness. Love that. And then on the right, 100 mil magic. Doing a little bit more of the same. So great job, man. Pretty productive. Alright, here we have Midzi with Blood Torva, I believe. Yeah, so Leviathan Sleeper received an item, the Ancient Blood Ornament Kit. So congratulations, he no longer has vanilla Torva. This is an achievement I will never get, and I am totally okay with that, but Midzi was not okay with having regular Torva, and we can all respect that. GZ, man. Alright, here we have Lumbee on the right, getting 200 mil in Herblore. So he's a clan friend, and hopefully we'll see him become a full-time member here pretty soon. Big achievement. Congratulations on that. And then on the left, I guess getting rewarded for hitting 100 mil farming there. Grabbing a Tangle Root. So, yeah, I didn't get that until like post 200 mil farming, and I think that's kind of a common experience for people, so getting it half off is pretty sweet. Great job, man. Alright, here we have LeBong James. Oh, here we go, like I was talking about. Oh, okay, so he's doing some prayer, actually. I must have overlooked some prayer XP on the log. But yeah, 100 mil thieving. Doing some artifacts, and yeah, some prayer. Perhaps some herb lore in there as well, not too sure. But in this screenshot, we're seeing some prayer, so great job, LeBong. Wow, closing in on 4 bill XP pretty soon. That's pretty sick, man. Nice. Alright, and then another LeBong thing here. We got 8k EHP. Like I said, closing in on 4 bill. Congratulations, man. Working through it. Alright, we were talking about Crab's Thieving. Here it is in all its glory. The old stomping ground. I remember it well. Thieving some Vires. And I'd imagine that is his alt. which is always fun. Use it to trade over the Forgotten Brews and the dodgy necklaces, although now it might be prayer regen potions, something like that. So, yeah, great job, Crab. On to the next one. Here we have all of Kavo's ranged and HP records. So, yeah, the 5-minute, 72-day week for both HP and range, as well as actually getting a top 3 month. I did not highlight that as well, so that's really impressive, Kavo. You can kind of see what I was talking about here in this clip. Just an absolute clusterfuck with 20 accounts. Yeah, he's using that new thing from Yama. I didn't even notice that horn that we were talking about. Some pretty big XP drops, but yeah, 200 mil range in that screenshot. Really fun. GZ, man. Alright, and here we have more Kavo. The top right, or I guess we'll start at the top. The left, we have the Yama Clog. I would imagine, like always, or like with most of these, that he got the drop on the helmet, the drop on the chest plate, and then he used whatever resources he had to craft the legs, because that's a mechanic with the new boss, which I find a little bit strange, but it is what it is. So I'd imagine he's got full oath plate there. And then on the top right, it's him hitting 2 bill XP. And on the bottom left, he's grabbing 50 mil strength, killing Yama. Very cool screenshot. And on the bottom right, there's 100 mil hunter. So that's what he used to grab all those chins while he destroyed range. So great job, Kavo. Yeah, just a big month for you overall. All right, and here we have Jams getting 200 mil cooking. Really classic place to get 200 mil cooking. Yeah, this is where I got my first 99 on this game. Down here at the Rogue's Den, or whatever the fuck it's called. I used to hate this place, though, because people would stand in the fire, and you could just do nothing about that back in the day. This is really annoying. But yeah. Yeah, GZ, 200 mil cooking. On to the next one. Alright, here we have Iodin. On the left, he's doing some double hop boneyard on the free-to-play UIM. Showing off that he hit like a 21k prayer hour. It's split because he's doing double hop. It's split, so he has 10.6k and then 10.3k on the other client. Very interesting method. You can only do it for like an hour or something like that before you hit world hop limit. And yeah, Iodin, we'll talk about it next month, but he did a lot of things with prayer that are just pretty incredible for a free-to-play UIM or just a free-to-play account in general. So yeah, him hitting 126 combat level. I think he said he was like the 7th person to do that on a free-to-play Ultimate Iron Man. Don't quote me on that, but he's definitely up there. So congratulations on being max combat level, and yeah, love this guy. Great job, Iodin. Okay, here we have Ice Juice, throwing chins, not doing what Kavo's doing, taking a more relaxed approach. A couple dancers, throwing some chins at the Monkey Madness 2 caves, and showing up with 100 mil defense and 100 mil range. So, yeah, that's the way to do it. Great job, Ice Juice. Then we have more Ice Juice, 100 mil prayer, and 10,000 farming contracts. So yeah, a lot of 100 mil XPs coming in for him this month. Using up some of his calcified rock stash, I suppose. His bone stash, as well as perhaps, I don't know, I guess maybe from like rumors or something. I don't remember where you get the other stuff, but either way, doing some of that Varlamore prayer. Love to see that. So great job, Ice Juice. Here we have Huba, 9k ep. What a fucking beast. Nice little smoke break badge there on the profile. Love that. Yeah, great job, Huba. You've been doing a great job, man, and super excited to see you in some upcoming comps. What a beast. All right. Here we have Halcyon Seed. And on the left, she's getting 100 mil smithing. And on the right, we have 100 mil fishing. So I'd love to see that. Fishing is very nice. Very nice. Great job, Halcyon. And then 1 bill total XP as well. Doing some smithing there. Kind of looks like she's matching with that other character there. Maybe that's an alt? Not sure. But yeah. 1 bill on the free-to-play. Love to see that. GZ. Okay. Now we have Guardy. 9K UIM EHP. Ook was saying some funny shit recently about how, like, he's only ever seen Guardy at a bank. And that's so true, actually. I know he had some achievements, and maybe we'll talk about that in the next video, but yeah, believe me, for now, that guy's always at a damn bank. Somehow. Great job, Guardy. Here we have Glad's the Fish, 150 mil fletching, and 7K EHP. Got carried by the RC changes and bumped up into 7K. We'll take that. All right, and then with the RC changes, we had a couple unks take the rank 1 EHP week. I don't know if this is still like this or not. I have no idea what they ended up doing with some of these old RC records, but yeah, 190 EHP out of Enlin, and even Dumbfounded showing up there. Some fossils. Great job. We take those all day. Here we have Freckled Dad, 200 mil strength. So super impressive from Freck. Finishing that up. I know it's a long skill. Something like 90k an hour or something like that. And I guess he's not multi-skilling with this. Just doing it with alts. Yeah, you just have to like eat a bunch of bandages on the alts or something and beat the shit out of them. So, yeah, pretty cool. Great job, Freck. That's another one down. On to the next. All right, here we have Florals showing off his Yama collection log. Ooh, it took him a while. 1318. 3 helms. Ooh. And then I'd imagine 5 of those. Wow. That's kind of painful, man. I'm sorry to see that. I'd imagine he was able to craft his own chest plate. But, man, like, you look at PVM items, and he finished on 500. Brutal. Stuck through, and hope you enjoy the armor. Florals, great job. All right, here we have Filmmaker showing off 4.4 bill. This is big. This is very, very big. He's getting real close to 4.6, and his mom is showing up. His mom sent him this GIF to congratulate his achievement. Epic win, gaming family. Showing off the 4. 4-4. What the fuck, man? Alright, here we have Dudash, Resident Oblivion Beast. Grabbing that Yama pet. Making himself 37 pets. I don't know how many are in the game. Maybe he like has all pets and that's he just gets the new when it comes out. I don't really know, but 37. Pretty fucking huge from Dudash. GZ Beast. Alright, here we have Discat. 50 mil mining. A lot of crazy shit going on in the inventory. Bro might be a fucking UIM. I don't even know what those, like, what are those? Are those, like, fucking New York strip steaks in his inventory? Next to, like, the camo top and, like, are those goldfish inside of an imp jar? What the fuck, dude? He's got shards and fucking stardust and fucking calcified moths. Several pickaxe. This guy is prepared for anything. He's got like a women's purse in the inventory. Like he's got everything in that shit. Wow. GZ, man. Here we have Dumbfounded grabbing a fucking Bofa. That's pretty big. So hopefully he's still playing this account, and because I mean, that's got to feel a little bit freeing. You just get out of there, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know exactly like the Iron Man gear progression, but I do know that you need that. So great job, DF. All right, and we have CC9 on the left. His Yama collection log. Oh, 3 helmets again, but at least he didn't get 5 of the horns, and he got a pet. And I'm sure he was able to craft that plate body as well. So he finished it up in under 1K, not too shabby. Probably felt like a little bit of a kick in the balls at the beginning, though, I'd imagine. But he did finish, so GG. And then also 11K EHP, Iron Man Ep. You're a fucking beast, CC9. Great job, man. Happy to have you on here again. All right, here we have Brutal. Home stretch. 12K EHP. He's going to finish here pretty soon. Just a couple 100 mil XP to go, and he'll be done. So, yeah, really looking forward to that, man. And early congratulations. And, yeah, you can see the end of the road here. 12K. Let's just final push. All right, here we have Bob. We were talking about him. He's fishing his fucking brains out. 50 mil fire making and 100 mil cooking while doing the Erie fishing method. Very nice. Very, very nice, Bob. As always. All right, here we have Bella and his friend, his duo partner, showing off the rank 1 6 hour for Yama on release. I don't know exactly what day after release this was, but yeah, this is big. It looks like everyone's having a lot of fun. The fact there's a duo boss. I saw a lot of people in Solace teaming up and fighting together, so that was actually pretty fun to see. I didn't get to do anything myself, but all the Iron Men seemed to have a good time. And definitely a lot of dynamic duos. I saw Yu-Hyu and Tortu out there fucking it up. So, good shit. Alright, now here we have Azula. Another one of our fucking insane UIMs. Hitting 4K EHP. That's really big. And I mean, this guy might be the best player in the game right now. So, we'll get into that in the next video. But this guy is fucking cracked. So great job, Azula. And 4K and onwards. Let's go. Alright, here we have the engine. Mr. Aziz, Mr. Az, on his Iron Man. Running it back after 200 mil all in the main. Showing off a 3rd age kite shield on the left. And a full set of Oathplate armor on the right. So he is fucking ready to go. Congratulations on all the success, Az. You're a fucking beast. Definitely one of the best players to ever touch the game. Super consistent. Always playing big hours. And just always playing pretty efficiently. And what you've done with this Iron Man has really impressed me and quite a few other people. So, great job, Az. Keep it up, beast. And then another one from Az. 200 mil strength. He's on his clue grind, it looks like. Maybe some other things as well, but that's what I do know people camp Seracnus for. So, looking good. Pretty fat fucking max hit with the scythe there. Love to see that. And yeah, GZ on 200 mil strength. Alright, and here we have Zunkra's EHP day. The 50 EP day. Fucking, I guess this is RC. Because like I said, that got changed. So, God, I love Zunkra. What a great guy. Insane player. So yeah, it's great to see some of his old records show up, even if just for a little bit. I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how they handled any of these old records being brought back up with the RC changes, but just great job, Zunkra. Just reminds us how beast you were, and still are. All right, here we have Zero, showing off the Yama collection log as well. A little bit of a trend here, and yeah, the pet, the horn, the helm, 2 of the plates. I'd imagine the legs were finished up with crafting or whatever, smithing or whatever it is. So, yeah, I guess it's pretty much the Yama completion. I really don't like that you can craft it. Like, I guess people are enjoying it because they're able to just finish the set, but something about that just feels weird to me. And the fact it doesn't show up in the collection log, I don't know. They need to just stop fucking around with stuff like that. But congrats. Congrats. Here we have Yeet, a.k.a. Mage, a.k.a. hit Wasby in the head with golf clubs, a.k.a. swing hammers at Wasby's head, a.k.a. Herbogus, Herbogosaurus, and Herbrungus with 200 mil smithing. GZ Beast. Really big on the iron. Right, here we have Wukek on his account Weedwork. Just chilling, making brews. 1.5 bill total XP. So, just dressing like a fucking Christmas tree. That's a drip. Respect. Alright, here we have Unreal, showing off that he's dog shit in the kitchen. This one's crazy. No, this one's crazy. I'm going to zoom in on this one. This is noodles. Like, that's noodles. That's instant noodles, everybody. Instant noodles. Yeah, try making a new dish. Instant noodles. This cooking shit is hard. Okay. That's fucking grim, dude. That's ridiculously grim. Alright. Turnt. 200 mil mining. I mean, this guy's a fucking silent assassin. Like, he'll just get like 4 200 mils in one day, not say a fucking word about it. No parties. Nothing. Just straight business from this guy. Love to see it. Finishing up here pretty soon. Kind of probably taking his time a little bit. With the new skill coming out, it's a little bit sad to see that, I'm sure, in his position, so. But yeah, I mean, I fucking love Turnt, and he definitely one of the best players of this newer generation of skillers. So yeah, I mean, I'm really happy for him, and I'm sure he misses mining. I know he liked mining quite a bit, so great job, man. Alright, here we have Tortu grabbing a Yama pet. Maybe I missed some screenshots from him or something, but I don't really know how he went with the Yama collection log. I'd imagine it doesn't really matter too much to him. Well, I mean, he likes collection log, but it's not like he's an Iron Man or anything, but he is wearing a full set. He could purchase it on the GE, but not sure. 517 KC, I'd imagine he has a good log on there, but yeah, GZ on the pet, man. With fucking Yu-Hu, like I was talking about, the dynamic duo. Alright, here we have Toes, hitting 5k EHP, level 3. Another one of our level 3 beasts. I fucking can't stress enough how much I love these guys. All of them are just such great players and great people. And super happy to have them in Solace. And yeah, great job, Toes. Alright, here we have TNF showing off 10k EHP. Really nice round number there. Love to see that. The end is near, TNF. The end is near. This guy fucking loves the RuneScape. Mad respect. Alright, here we have Tay, Mr. Whiteside. 6k EHP. Love that, man. Looks good on you. Passing the 5k. Love to see it. We got to kind of get back up to like a fun number. Maybe 10k, I'm thinking. So, 4k EHP to go. We'll get you to 10k. And that'll look really good on your account. Great job, Beast. Okay, here we have Wasby hitting 7k EHP and getting 200 mil magic. After the screenshot, I came and I fucking TB'd him and fucking killed him. Took him for max. He didn't have skull prevention on. Many such cases, Wasby. Many such cases. GZ, man. Smashing it. Alright, here we have strategy. Let's see. Looks like he's got the full oath on with the ornament kit. So he, yeah. That's our guy. I mean, this guy loves PVM and he loves being good at it. And so yeah, just smashing out those new contracts or whatever they are and getting the nice recolor for it. So great job, Beast. That's a pretty nice accomplishment. Okay, now we have Static Void. 7k EHP. That's also big. A lot of 7Ks in this month. Just the, you know, it's a great number. Unbiased on that one, just a great number. So congrats, man, and let's keep it pushing. Okay, so here we have Spooki, 150 mil mining XP. Yeah, this guy's a beast. He's actually finishing mining pretty soon here, and that's a great skill to finish, and he's really good at mining. I've seen him bust out some pretty sick 6 hours before. Yeah, Spooki's just a great guy. Definitely one of like the players to watch. He's pretty consistent. Not usually like crazy weeks or anything like that, but he plays the game really well at a high level, and when he's able to play, he is. So, great job, Spooki. Just love to see that, man. Here we have Sock Spinner, a whole bunch of shit. 1500 EHP. This is one of our clan friends, so hopefully 2K EHP soon. 1500 EHP, 99 cooking, 99 fletching, 99 herb lore, and 99 construction. I heard plans that he's going to be maxing here in the next couple months, so looking forward to that Sock Spinner, and then hopefully Rex in the future. Great job, men. Congratulations. Here we have Shafu. 200 mil coming, according to his buddy there. But yeah, 200 mil mining. This guy finished all the gatherers, from my understanding. I think we just looked at that. And just a really nice achievement. I hope you framed that iron ore on the wall somewhere. Very impressive beast. Great job. And then we have Soulless, or Schizophrenia, on a 2 bill screenshot here, showing off 2 bill XP, and he's closing it on 6K. So I'm sure we're going to see that in the next video. So yeah, GZ, and congratulations to everybody. I think that's it so far. Yeah, it's got to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Whole bunch of links in the description. I'm tired. I'm going to upload this video. If I forget some of the links, they'll be there in the next day or whatever. Because at this point, I linked so many things, I fucking forgot what I'm linking. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. And sign up for some of the comps if you want. We got the 10 HP comp, and we got the fantasy comp. A lot of competitions, a lot of badges to be had. And yeah, thanks to everyone in Solace. Thanks to everyone that's not in Solace. Thanks to Hexus for giving us all your 6-hour records. I don't know. Take care.